My wife admitted she's tired of hiding. She said she has a lover who will sometimes stay overnight at our home. I smiled and said, I think he won't be helpful to you since he's already lost his main tool. I sat at the dinner table with my coffee when my wife Claire leaned back in her chair and smirked. She swirled her wine, watching me with that smug look I had come to dislike over the past few months. I'm done hiding. I have a great enduring lover, she said, like she was talking about the weather. She set her glass down and looked at me. Now, he sometimes stays overnight at our place. I gripped my coffee mug tightly, but stayed calm. I didn't respond as she expected. No yelling, no anger, just a deep breath. I already knew. I saw the signs. Late nights at work, her sudden focus on her appearance, how she avoided my touch while always having her phone in hand. But hearing her say it, boldly and without shame, was different. She was pushing me, waiting for me to lose it, to plead, to resist. I smiled, a small, knowing smile. I said he'll be useless to you, lifting my coffee cup, since he's already lost his main tool. Her smirk disappeared, lips slightly parted, confusion in her eyes. What are you talking about? I placed the cup down, leaned in, and looked into her eyes. You'll see soon. Claire looked at me, her confidence faltering for the first time. She expected anger, perhaps desperation, but not this unsettling calm. What do you mean by that? She asked, her voice slightly wavering. I relaxed and observed her discomfort. I allowed her to believe she was in control. That was her first mistake. Text, I said, standing up, you'll see soon enough. Make the most of tonight. This is the final moment of normalcy. I walked away, allowing her paranoia to grow. She was unaware of what I had been planning for weeks. When I first sensed something was wrong, I chose to observe instead of confronting her. I monitored her routines, set up hidden cameras, and followed her once to verify what I already suspected. Her lasting love. A man named Daniel thought he could sneak into my house, unaware that I was uncovering everything about his life. I found it all, his workplace and his criminal record. He wasn't as clean as Claire believed. His questionable financial situation. His weak points, which I was ready to take advantage of. His medical records are the most important. I found the best way to destroy him. The time has come. I acted like I was going to bed early, leaving Claire by herself. As I expected, she got up, fixed her makeup, and sent a message. He's on his way. I saw Daniel enter my home through the security feed, acting like he owned the place. He smirked, confident, unaware it was his final mistake. I made them feel at ease. Let them believe they are safe. I sent the anonymous email. Police sirens blared outside within minutes. Claire and Daniel had little time to react as the front door swung open. Officers rushed in with their guns drawn. Daniel went pale. What is this? Claire screamed. One officer pushed Daniel against the wall. Daniel Carter, you are arrested for fraud, embezzlement, and identity theft. You're allowed to stay quiet. I walked down the stairs slowly. Claire looked at me, her face filled with fear. You, she said softly. This was done by you. I smiled. Yes, I did. Did you think I would ignore this? She charged at me, but an officer stopped her. Be careful, I said calmly. You are still my wife, and when this is over, you will have nothing. Claire's world began to fall apart. Is this? This is only the start. Claire stood still as Daniel was taken away in handcuffs, his protests lost in the officers reading his rights. Her face showed shock, fear, and anger. What have you done? She spat at me, her voice shaking. I stood by the door, arms crossed, as she understood, too late, that she had lost control. Me? I said, pretending to be innocent. I'll let the law handle it. Claire, you should sit down. Your life is about to get complicated. She tightened her fists. You believe you've won? He'll be out on bail soon. I laughed and shook my head. You still don't understand, do you? I wasn't just watching you and Claire mess around. I dug up everything I need to ensure Daniel stays committed. Her expression changed. I pulled out my phone and opened a saved file. Let me describe it for you. Your true, lasting partner isn't just a cheating loser. He's a criminal with a history of fraud, identity theft, and unpaid debts. Look at this. A record of online solicitation of underage girls. Claire's face turned pale. You're lying, she whispered, but her voice showed clear doubt. I showed her the screen, giving her the clear evidence. Screenshots, chat logs, and financial transactions all linked to Daniel. Tell me, Claire, I said, as I saw her panic grow. What do you think will happen when the court learns that you cheated with this guy, brought him into our home, introduced him to our neighbors, and let him be around our friends? Do you think that will make you look good? Her hands trembled. I wasn't aware. You didn't care. I fixed it, and now you're going down with him. Financial collapse. While Claire tried to understand what was happening, I continued on. Text, I suggest you check your bank accounts, I said, taking out my phone. Oh, never mind, they're empty. She looked up quickly. What is it? I shrugged my shoulders. Do you remember our joint savings account? The one you assumed I couldn't keep track of? I was moving funds months ago. I tracked every shady transaction and every dollar spent on your affair. I filed for divorce today, ensuring you get nothing. She took her phone with trembling hands, quickly checking her accounts, her face pale. You're lying, she said softly. See for yourself, I said casually. The house is mine. Remember, you signed a prenup? You won't receive anything. She looked up at me, desperation in her eyes. This isn't right. You can't do this. I moved in closer and spoke softly. I did it already. She fought back tears. Her smug confidence when she brought that contract to me vanished, replaced by fear. She was broke, homeless, and soon lost her reputation. I wasn't finished yet. The last strike. Claire, I said to step back. I wish I could stay and see you fall apart, but I have to go. You, on the other hand, you have around 24 hours until the fun starts. She angrily wiped her tears. What do you mean by that? I smiled slightly. You're going to be famous. Her phone dinged repeatedly. She frowned as she opened her messages, and dozens of notifications poured in. Screenshots of her affair are being shared in our family and friends group chats. The police report on Daniel's crimes. A leaked copy of the open marriage contract she attempted to impose on me. A viral post is mocking her online. She breathed faster while looking at the damage. Did you send this to everyone? She gasped. I said, turning toward the door, not just them. Your job, your family, our neighbors, and even your yoga instructor. Get ready to stand out. I walked away, leaving her in the aftermath of her decisions. I didn't look back. Claire's downfall. By morning, Claire's life had changed completely. She was the most hated woman in town. She was the butt of jokes. The texts, screenshots, and proof of her open marriage proposal. It spread quickly. Her friends blocked her. Her family cut ties with her. Her coworkers, who once admired her, now looked at her with disgust. What's the best part? She was fired by her boss. The company couldn't handle the scandal. Her longtime lover was denied bail. It seems that judges don't take kindly to those exposed as predators. The divorce papers have been served. She had 30 days to leave my house. I was thriving, better than ever. Claire is desperate. She called me that night, in tears, pleading. We need to talk, she said, crying on the phone. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I have no place to go. I let her talk for a bit. Let her feel the panic. I said, that's not my problem. I hung up. She sent 12 messages. I ignored all of them. She made this choice. She might face consequences for it. Final chapter. Her last mistake at the week's end. Claire had one final trick ready. She arrived at my door, makeup smudged, hair messy, utterly shattered. Please, she whispered. Can you help me? I have no one else. I scanned her from head to toe. The woman who once smirked at me, believing I was weak, now stands here, pathetic and ruined. I smiled. What happened to your lasting love? She recoiled. She's gone, she said softly. He doesn't answer my calls. I laughed. No, I won't either. I closed the door on her. She fell to the ground, crying. I didn't care. She meant nothing to me anymore. I walked away, letting her drown in the mess she created. Was this revenge fair or excessive? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd like to know your thoughts. If you enjoy amazing pro-revenge stories, subscribe and like for more exciting tales you won't want to miss. Your likes, shares, and subscriptions matter to us. It helps us deliver the stories you want. Your support really matters. Thanks for being part of our community.